These are 5 fights we have to see in Avengers Secret Wars Part 2. Coming in at number 1 is Shang-Chi versus Gambit. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. These are 2 completely random characters that have no relation at all, but they are 2 super skilled fighters with extra powers on the side. We got Shang-Chi with his 10 rings and Gambit with his kinetic mutant powers. So for these 2 to go head to head would actually be crazy. And just to see Channing Tatum go up against Shang-Chi, who would not want to see that? Coming in at number 2 is Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man versus Hugh Jackman's Wolverine. Just because these 2 were literally the face of Marvel way before the MCU, they carried it. So to see these 2 interact, even maybe fight, that would just go crazy. I would just jump out of my seat and throw my popcorn at the next person. At number 3 is Tom Holland's Spider-Man versus Tom Hardy's Venom. I don't even know what happened with this. At the end of the Venom movie, we saw Venom get transported to the MCU and then see Tom Holland, and the fans went crazy. And then he didn't even end up in No Way Home. Well, I guess he did at the very end, and then got teleported back to his own universe. But still, this scene just didn't make any sense. So hopefully they do end up addressing this in Secret Wars, and we do get a fight scene between these 2. I feel like this scene is actually very likely to happen. At number 4 is Thor versus Sentry. This is a fight between 2 powerhouses, and I feel like this fight is also a must-have. I've read on Twitter, on TikTok, so many people are saying that this fight is a must-have. And if I were to put money, I would honestly put money on Thor, just because even though Sentry might be a little bit more powerful, Thor has centuries of more experience than Sentry. So I would put money on Thor, but still, I really want to see this fight happen. At number 5 is Iceman versus Human Torch, a classic fire versus ice. However, we did see how Iceman ended up beating Pyro. The only difference now is that Human Torch can fly. So I really want to see these fights happen. Let me know what you think down below. Let's talk about it.